Austin Talks Through the Movie.
Howdy, I'm Austin Larson, and this is Austin Talks Through the Movie. Thank you so much for joining me. I've been a little under the weather, so I wasn't able to get a new episode recorded this week. However, I did manage to finally finish editing the final installment of the Austin Talks Through the Movie / Ex-Girlfriend Tattoo podcast crossover trilogy. We recorded this about 6 months ago. We've kind of changed formats. Life's different. It's just different, so please go ahead and enjoy Comforting Skin. Howdy, I'm Austin Larson, and you're listening to the Ex-Girlfriend Tattoo Podcast. Today, you're also listening to Austin Talks Through the Movie. This is our third and final installment in our tattoo trilogy of terror. I'm here today, joined with my guest, the always lovely Loran.
Hey there.
Howdy. You're joining us now on a permanent basis from Pensacola. You happy to be out of Florida?
For sure, definitely.
Seriously, oh my god, that was one hell of a trip. Right about, 2,500 miles?
I think a little over after the fact that we got lost, but yeah.
Oh shit, that's right, yeah. Fucking Yellowstone, Dallas.
Dallas.
Fuck Dallas. Like I said earlier, this is the third installment of the trilogy. Weirdest goddamn thing, and it was just kind of funny. It's fate, you know? Today at work, I saw a lady, and it looked like she had an older traditional sleeve, might have been a little faded or something like that. I was giving her the benefit of the doubt, right? But then, when I'm fucking ringing her up and everything, I saw the sleeve up close. Nothing but fucking Friday the 13th shit.
What?
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty cool.
What?
I mean, maybe not faded, but the idea maybe.
No, I'm sorry, I should clarify. Not Friday the 13th, the franchise. I mean, like they were all...
Oh. Oh, dear.
They were all, Friday the 13th
like my
tattoo.
Little tiny...
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
$13 with a $7 tip for 20. I mean,
that Friday the 13th, okay.
And it was awful because she had fucking dots in there. And I was like, sure... Those dots were probably the most expensive part of the piece. Like, out of the entire sleeve, all those $20 pieces, the dots probably cost more. So fucked up. Have you ever found in your own experience, Loran, that tattoos have boosted your confidence or anything to that effect, really?
I think so, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You don't like a body part, stick a tattoo on it, makes it better.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, any examples, specifically for you?
I don't know, I've never liked my legs, so I started there.
Hey, no, fair enough. I feel ya. I mean, I guess I kind of hate all of me, so there we go. Have tattoos ever opened any doors in life? You ever met anyone that's, oh, hey, cool tattoo, and then it led to something, anything like that?
I wish I could. I get a lot of compliments, yeah, but never, hey, that's really cool, blah, 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 let me do something for you.
No, I mean, it never works out that way for me, but, there's people that I've talked to I would have normally never talked to. They probably wouldn't have approached me if I didn't look the way I do. So I understand where you're coming from. Have you ever gotten a tattoo because a relationship changed?
No, I can't say that I have.
Never?
No.
Okay, I feel it. I was kind of thinking of that Menzinger's lyric, since you got that one on a whim when you were breaking up with him. Like that, you know?
Right,
I mean,
no. I wish, but no.
I feel it. I have a couple breakup tattoos. I know that I've already beat those fucking lips into the ground. The skull was from the breakup later, and then there was one piece I forgot about. So besides the skull, when I got back together with the Good Witch, when we got back together, we broke up again, and then when we broke up for real, I ended up getting this really cool piece on the back of my calf. Not the hula girl, it's the
the cam.
Yeah, exactly, the all-seeing eye. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got to, you know? So today we're going to be watching a film a little bit about tattoos and relationships. It's Comforting Skin. That was made in 2011, directed by Derek Franson. We're going to be watching it for free today on Tubi. This is actually kind of a treat. Usually for Austin Talks Through the Movie, it's something that my guest has never seen before, but I'm at least somewhat familiar with. I've read a little bit about this film. I haven't actually seen it yet.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this will be a first-time viewing for both of us. All right, yeah, and once again, we're watching it for free on Tubi. I fucking love Tubi. They have something for everyone, especially if you're like me and you're into a lot of weird shit. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Cool.
I hope you're enjoying the program so far. If you plan on watching Comforting Skin, I'd strongly advise you to reconsider that decision. Hell, I'll just go ahead and tell you what happens. Here's a summary of Comforting Skin from IMDb. A lonely young woman's desperate need for emotional and sexual companionship draws her into a surreal and ultimately destructive relationship with a shifting and whispering tattoo she has willed to life on her skin. Yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know. I can't believe those words just left my fucking mouth. Oh my god. You know what? If I'm gonna say something positive, if you're into indie dramas with really cool concepts, go ahead, check this one out. If you're a fan of tattoos and/or horror films, this one's probably not your thing. But here's what we thought of it.
All right, so what'd you think of that?
It's 2 hours of my life. I'm never gonna get that. That was pretty bad, dude.
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of rough. I mean, how would you compare it to, oh god, what was it called? The Stargrove movie with John Stamos? We watched it earlier. Never Too Young to Die with Gene Simmons.
I'd rather watch that 5 times in a row.
Oh, fuck.
This was pretty bad, dude.
Alright, if you say
New
so.
Mexico, I think, was better. Driving through New Mexico for like 3 hours is better than this. And if you ever drove through New Mexico, it's fucking boring.
It's pretty fucking boring. I mean, I think Breaking Bad was the best thing to ever happen to the state of New Mexico.
110%.
Early on, just from everybody's accents, I was like, oh, this is a fucking Canadian film. And then, of course, those road signs, the very polite ones, definitely confirmed it.
There you go.
Seeing Coffee strike out like that, usually I'm the roommate who was, I mean, of course, you know, back in the days when, I was usually the roommate striking out, coming home from the, you know, club like that, and I feel that. I can relate.
She's totally relatable.
Nathan, what was his fucking problem at the diner? He didn't understand sausage? Was he just being a jerk on purpose? Or
I hope so, because that was hard to watch.
Seriously, it was rough.
Cringy. Cringy is definitely the word.
Although after Coffee gets that tattoo, initially when she goes home, she's trying on all her favorite clothes again to see how they hit with the tattoo. Totally fucking relatable.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
Although, does it bother you at all that we never actually saw the tattoo being applied?
Or that dude said a sentence to her? That was it.
Seriously,
that was
what
it.
the
That was,
fuck?
and that
Like,
place
there's no,
was...
like, consent forms or
No,
anything?
that place was fucking, like, an aware... No, not even aware. Like, a business, like, upstairs in, like, a business office. Kind of like... It was...
I'm not going to judge the location,
It was
necessarily.
sketchy. It was sketchy.
Okay, yeah, just a little bit. When Nathan's kind of being a dick about that tattoo, I can relate to that. I've had roommates be dicks about a new tattoo. Have you ever had that experience?
Kind of. They're not as excited about it as I want them to be.
When I was living back with way back, when I was living with him, there was one time, you know, I think I had come home and I think that I had gotten like 3 or 4 tattoos since I had moved in, and he was talking about, wow, dude, it's really becoming an addiction, you know? And of course, in the words of Spidey, you know, oh really? You ever suck a dick for tattoos? You ever rob anybody for tattoos? You ever steal anything for tattoos?
Same.
Oh, wow. Yeah, what kind of fucking addiction is that? That's a pretty fucking shitty addiction, you know? I mean, what the fuck was that? Was that a watercolor tribal tattoo, or?
I guess. It wasn't great.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was okay. It was a tattoo.
Yeah, when Coffee's talking to her friend, neighbor, the name's slipping me right now. When they're talking and then, you know, she says, yeah, well, who wears cowboy boots on a yacht? I'm like, I think that should be Pendleton's new slogan. Cowboy boots on a yacht.
Jesus.
What the fuck? When Coffee's taking a bath with that goddamn fresh tattoo, what the fuck are you thinking, girl?
You don't, and you know, you see it after, like, she, like, leans up and it's all, like,
All
fucking
nasty looking?
like,
Yeah, seriously.
Tattoo 101, guys. Well, he obviously didn't give her, like, an aftercare sheet, so...
I mean, seriously, yeah. And then, of course, in the next scene, when it's all infected and everything, Nathan, is he rubbing fucking, like, back tracing on it?
It was our Neosporin or something with his very dirty hands.
Oh, that was no bueno.
No bueno.
Though, you know, when Coffee brings it up later while she's fucked up, why didn't you fuck me when you had the chance? That, wasn't that a Day to Remember song?
Pretty sure.
That's always an awkward conversation to have, though.
Yeah, thank God I've never had that conversation.
Really?
Never.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've had it a couple times, it's awkward.
Yeah, see, I'm avoiding the awkwardness there, just... It didn't happen. Let it go.
Really, voice of experience, yeah, don't fuck your bestie. That's just never a good idea.
No. Bad idea.
So that fucking revolver was loaded and in an unsecured container, just hidden under a bunch of shit?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, cool. That's
No.
Jesus.
No.
Gun safety.
No bueno?
No bueno. Not gonna lie. So that sex scene between Coffee and the tattoo, kind of hot.
I guess. She was definitely more into it than she was with the roommate, so...
Yeah.
Which was a little...
I mean...
Maybe if it was a pretty tattoo, I would have been more into it, but...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
God.
in that elevator, all I could hear was, going down. Ba-dum, 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 bum, ba. I was kind of hoping like Steven Tyler was gonna jump out,
Oh my
and just start
God.
singing "Love in an Elevator."
Jesus.
You know what? That mom was fucking cheap and unsightly.
I'm sorry?
The mom, at dinner, she was cheap and unsightly. She wanted to talk about tattoos.
Yeah, she wasn't. The whole family dynamic pretty much sucked besides the little sister.
That dinner was something else.
Hey, she's my mom. Like, if we're gonna get down to it. I mean.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, your mom's always been very nice to me.
Not about tattoos.
She's never actually said a word to me about them.
Do you really want her to?
Well, no, but she's been polite enough to,
Just look you directly in the eye the entire time and won't look
and won't
peer
look at
down.
and won't look at my ears or my nose.
Nope.
Well, you know what? I mean, at least she has the good sense to, she doesn't bring up anything. I mean, it's like if it's something she wants to ignore, if it's not what she's into, at least she just doesn't say anything,
There's that. I'm glad she hasn't made a big deal about it.
Me too, and some part of me wants to think that maybe, maybe I'm kind of breaking down some of those misconceptions she's had about people with ink,
Yeah, 3 years from now, we'll go get matching ones together.
And she's
Goals.
gonna get her septum pierced.
Oh my God, yeah.
Honestly, somewhere that you guys went to, you could message ahead and say, hey, my mom never had one. Do you guys offer like a numbing agent or anything?
Or senior citizen discount.
Okay, I was gonna ask if you were gonna send this shit to her, but now I know the answer's
Oh,
no.
no.
So, wow, fuck you, dude. I was hoping that you could be like, hey, mom, life's great now that I'm not in Florida. I just want to show you what me and Austin been up to, and now it's just nothing but, oh my God, sin.
We couldn't have done on this episode anyway.
What-
We'll have to pick a nice movie for her to watch.
Would she have watched the movie anyway?
Probably not.
Later on in the film, when Alan makes the observation that he's gonna go fuck somebody sane, it's like, okay, that was a pretty sick burn.
Well, no, and he was creepy to begin with because there was a very big age
Alan
difference
he was a
and
predator with a capital E, and I mean, if he were any bigger of a predator, fucking Carl Weathers and Arnold Schwarzenegger were gonna, kill his ass.
Good
Yeah.
for her for not sleeping with him anymore.
Anymore, yeah, seriously. But hey, we've all been.
Oh, yeah.
It's shit happens. Although when Coffee comes back and throws it in his face, and she's like, "How about you go fuck somebody sane?" Just the way she inflicted it, it sounded like someone was insane and he was gonna fuck them to the point of sanity. And I'm like, that
doesn't work.
No, that's a really that's underwhelming.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she was such a crazy bitch till I fucked her sane.
Yay.
Excuse me. Oh my God. Oh wow. And this is a crossover episode. Fuck. Oh man. Keep it classy, Austin. Jesus. Fuck somebody sane. God. And then of course when the tattoo's talking to her, and it just talks about when she hugged Nathan and embraced him, her nipples got hard, and then her pussy was moist.
That WAP.
Okay, I have that written down, seriously, It's like, just can you imagine moist-ass pussy? Need a bucket and a
Like
mop
gushy.
for this moist-ass pussy. If you haven't listened to the clean version of WAP, it's
Wet and gushy.
wet and gushy.
I was hoping you were going to bring that up because that's what I thought of when the
Serious,
tattoo said
right?
that.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm not one of those people that's bothered by the word moist. Like that.
The older I've gotten, the worse, or it's gotten a lot better, but...
You pay my tuition for this moist-ass pussy. Oh my God. But yeah, and then that neighbor... God, why can't I remember her name? Do you remember her
I have
name?
no idea. She was not that exciting, so no.
Well, you know what? I mean, I've got a $20 bill that says no one's ever seen her without makeup. I mean, especially when Coffee made the comment, like, you're always wearing nice clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I understood this correctly. Did the tattoo, have its powers, via contact or what?
I'm not sure.
I mean, was it like it follows in the sense that it's, sexually transmitted, or,
I don't know, because it showed up random times, though. It wasn't always...
Yeah, otherwise it was just on there.
It was on there, and then every once in a while it'd be like, let me talk to you and let me move around.
But I guess kind of want to gain control of the neighbor. I mean, was it because she was touching her physically right then and
makes
there,
sense,
or
skin
was
to
it
skin,
because
kind of, sort of.
or I guess, like, is it only while they're in direct contact, like Rogue's powers? Or is it like it follows, like the demon from that?
I feel like this one has to be like skin touching skin.
Okay, like
'Cause it's-
Rogue.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel
I
it.
want to watch It Follows.
Who directed this film again? Was it a Quentin Tarantino film?
It should have been.
I mean, that scene right there.
He's a
I was
brother,
like-
right?
Nephew. Oh my god. That was, I mean, it was footastic.
That was, yeah.
That ending, I mean, it wasn't underwhelming or anything, but from what I was watching, I mean, when she went to go hack it off,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't even a clean cut.
No.
Like, she didn't get it all the way.
No. It was disappointing.
I mean, just a bit.
I mean, the whole thing was disappointing, but the ending was pretty. It was like a prequel to Saw.
I mean, they couldn't call it Machete, right? Alright, well, let's just go ahead and look at some of my final thoughts on this film. The ending was cool. I mean, you know, it was sweet and fitting. I mean, I try not to contradict myself here. I mean, I did like the idea of, you know, like having just, especially since it was something that she was kind of insecure about, Coffee, that big toe. Strange thing to be insecure about.
Right.
But, I mean, hey, it's...
Everybody has something.
Exactly. Yeah, but anyway, there's the fact that she has to, like, hack it off, you know, it's the only way because she has to outsmart the tattoo itself, essentially. I'd kind of like to see a remake that's a little more true to tattoos and tattooing, you know? Like, I mean, have something that looks more like a tattoo and not something that, you know, I mean...
It was like a creepy airbrushed.
I mean,
something,
yeah,
I don't know.
it's... But then again, okay, like, granted, maybe it was, like, an easier design to
Well, yeah.
incorporate into the special effects or
That
something.
makes sense.
But I mean, I guess, I don't know, if you frame the story differently, I mean...
They could have done like a rose and had like vines and shit. Would have been kind of cool.
Like the beginning of Sons of Anarchy?
Sure.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, exactly.
Yeah, something like that would have
would've
made
been
way
cool.
more sense. Like a traditional rose and it like...
No, yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that idea. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, something like that, you know, just something that's truer and give it more of a backstory too, you know?
That's- If it had some sort of backstory, I would have been way more into this than just random tattoo starts talking to you a day after you get it.
Seriously, like, you know, maybe the tattoo artist, maybe they, like, they're in a cult, they're a cult member, or
Would've been
maybe
cool.
they're, you know, maybe they made, like, a bargain with the devil, and, you know,
Ooh.
and, like, exchange, you know, no, not my soul, but I'll just, I'll draw up some flash, and whoever claims it, you know, boom, you get
That-
their soul.
I'd watch that. That'd be fucking cool.
That would be a fucking cool
Yeah.
concept, right?
There was potential there. I'll give it that. They had potential.
And Brendan Urie is the voice of the tattoo.
Oh my god, yes. Perfect.
I mean, I kind of hope you don't have high hopes for this film. It needed to be about 30 minutes shorter.
2 hours, I'm never gonna get back.
Okay, but if it was an hour and a half,
Would have been fine.
right?
But not
Like,
if they just fucking stretched it out and there was shit that didn't need to I don't know.
we'll probably end up covering them on Austin Talks Through the movie itself, but I'm sure that, Loran, you and I are both familiar with some of the films that Full Moon Features have put out.
Oh, good old Tubi.
Good old Tubi. Yeah, but the Full Moon Features, they've put out some anthologies that really they've been previous films that they've released cut down to half an hour and then just stuck together end to end Human Centipede style with no real wraparound story or anything like that, just title segments. And yeah, they're fun to watch, definitely. But it's just interesting to see, you know, it's like, okay, we need to cut the film down to its most crucial 30 minutes. I'd be curious to see what this film is like, cut down to its most crucial 30 minutes.
I don't think they could do it.
I mean...
I don't know. It'd be tattoo and cutting it off, and then that would be... And the weird-ass sex scene in the middle, and that'd be about it.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they'd probably just turn the sex scenes into, like, one big one. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
that'd probably be, you know, I mean, definitely a more interesting take
Yeah.
of the film.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, it's a cool concept, but I think it'd be cooler if instead of being a first tattoo, it was someone who already had a bunch of fucking tattoos. And I mean, I know, of course, you know, like, parts of the story were kind of crucial to it being a first tattoo, but theoretically, what if it's, I don't know, their first job stopper?
Ooh, okay.
Right? You know, like, it's
That'd
the
be kinda
first
neat.
one on the neck or the hand or something, you know? I mean, because they'd still face the same shit, you know? Mom's like, well, now you just look like a convict or some shit like that, you know? Or you're never going to get a job with those and that type of shit. Well, Loran, thank you for giving me 2 hours of your life you're never going to get back.
You owe me.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, I kind of fucked myself here, didn't I?
A little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, anyone you want to shout out?
Hey, Mom! But no, all my friends back home, actually. I miss them already, so...
Yeah, we met a lot of cool people along the way. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. I'm Austin Larson. This has been the Ex-Girlfriend Tattoo Podcast and Austin Talks Through the Movie. Hope you've enjoyed.
Austin Talks Through the Movie.